I own a Canon DSLR and shoot my videos using these type of cameras. While these cameras are great for their depth of field, their audio recording capabilities are not truly professional. I, like many other colleagues, choose to use the DSLRs for video but record the audio using a different device. This is known as a dual system sound workflow. The audio recorded by the DSLR is there only for reference, but it is not intended to be the final audio. There is a feature called Merge Clips in Premiere Pro, which will let you merge the audio from the audio recording unit with the reference audio recorded with the camera. Let's go ahead and open Premiere and open the project named Merge Clips in Chapter 1 in your Project Files folder. Once you have that open, I want you to go to Preferences, select Audio, and under Audio Channels, Default Track Format, I want you to select Mono and click OK. Now let's go ahead and import our video. For this, let's just go File, Import. You can also use Command-I on the Mac or Control-I on Windows. This is going to open the Import File dialog box. Navigate to your Project Files folder. In here, choose the folder called Media Files. Now choose the folder called Video and choose the file called scene6.mov. Click on Import. Now let's go ahead and import the audio. You could use the same procedure that we use for the video, or you could double-click an empty space here in the project panel to open the Import File dialog box. Now let's choose the audio folder and choose the file named scene6.wav. Now you can click on Import. Let's go ahead and create a sequence for these files. You could right-click the video and then choose New Sequence from Clip. This is going to create a sequence that is going to match the dimensions of the clip. This is very important. And there it is. The tilde key is going to maximize the panel. As you can see, my audio is all the way down here and I have 3 empty audio tracks. To get rid of them, I'm going to right-click the name of any of them and I'm going to choose Delete Tracks. Check where it says Delete Audio Tracks and make sure All Empty Tracks is selected here and click OK. Pressing the tilde key again is going to return the workspace to what it was originally. Now it is time to add the audio. I'll add it here and I'll maximize the panel again. If I drag these audio files to empty spaces in the timeline, new tracks will be created for me. Now I have 2 new tracks. I'll press the tilde key again, and there you go. Now I need to sync these clips. I'm going to go ahead and zoom to fit. This is the backslash key that is right above your Enter or Return key on your keyboard. Now it is time to sync our clips. This is really easy to do. All you have to do is place the clips in the timeline, like we just did, and now sync them. You can do the syncing using markers or timecode. Let's go ahead and use markers. To use markers, you have to have a common point in all of the clips, which for this example needs to be an audio common point, which is usually a clap from a movie slate or a simple hand clap, or in this case I'm just going to use part of the dialogue. Now, after we place the clips in the timeline, we have to double click the first one, either video or audio, doesn't really matter, so that it opens in the source panel. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to double click the movie file. And of course it opens in the source panel. Now I'm going to start playing the clip from the beginning. All right, scene 6, take 3, action. And right after I say action, I'm going to pause the video. Now I can add a marker by clicking on this icon. I could also use the shortcut, which is the asterisk key on the numeric keypad. Now I'm going to double-click the audio. And I'll play it.
6, take 3, action.
I'm going to pause this audio clip at the same point that I paused the video, and I'll add another marker in here. As you can see in the timeline, we can see the markers. All I have to do is move this clip a little bit to the right until the markers turn black, like you can see it now, and that means that they are exactly in the same time location. I'm going to use the tilde key to maximize the panel, and I'm going to expand these audio tracks by clicking on this triangle. And I'll expand all of them because I'm going to use the audio tracks to sync these clips. The audio levels of these clips are very different, but that's okay. We can still make out a pattern in the audio waveforms. I'll place the playhead somewhere around here, and I'm going to zoom in. To zoom in, just use the plus key on your keyboard. As you can see, the clips are actually very well in sync, except for a couple of frames. I am going to move or nudge the bottom clip a little bit to the left, just a couple of frames. To do this using keyboard shortcuts, you can select the clip, then press your Alt key on Windows or Option key on the Mac, and then use your left arrow. If you need to nudge it to the right, you could use the right arrow. And that looks pretty much in sync. I'll use the zoom to fit, which is the backslash key. And now I'm going to press the tilde key again. Now I'm going to play this video, but I'm going to mute the original audio by clicking on these icons here. And now I'll play. If my lips are in sync, and I can tell by looking at the program panel right here, then I am perfectly in sync.
Hey bro, what's up?
Yo, Funch. All's good here. So what you doing?
Not much. You're kind of bored, you know.
And they look perfectly in sync. You could also place these clips in sync using timecode. In the broadcast world, it is really easy to use timecode that is common to all the clips, because they use a timecode generator and all the devices are gen-locked to this generator, which means that all of the clips have the same timecode at any given time. To synchronize the clips using timecode, select the clips in the project panel. You can do so by clicking one, pressing Shift, and click on the other one. Now you can right-click and choose Merge Clips. This is going to open a new panel, and in here you can choose timecode, and the syncing is just going to happen automatically. You could also choose in points and out points. However, if you're shooting with DSLRs, you're going to have to do it the way that I just showed you in the timeline with markers. There are also third-party applications in the market like Plural Eyes that make this job really easy for you. They'll do the syncing for you, and then all you have to do is merge the clips. I'm going to go ahead and click on Cancel. And now I'll maximize my timeline panel again. After the clips are in sync, it is just a matter of selecting the clips. I'll do a marquee select for this. After you select your clips, all you have to do is right-click and choose Merge Clips. Give your new merge clips any name you desire. I'm just going to leave it with the default name. And now click OK. I'm going to go ahead and press the tilde key again. And now you will notice that in the project panel, there is a new clip called scene6.mov-merged. If we were to use this clip, let me go ahead and delete these. If we were to use this clip in the timeline, you will see that all of the tracks came together. Not only that, they move together, they trim together, and they act as one. This is the advantage of having merge clips in Premiere Pro. It even remembered that I had muted audio tracks 1 and 2, and now it's going to play only from audio 3 and audio 4, which is my good audio. The hardest thing in this whole process is to synchronize the clips, and as you saw, this is really easy, especially if you shoot any multi-camera events. You will see that this is not any different than synchronizing the clips from these cameras. The challenging part really comes when we stop and start one of the devices multiple times and not the other one. Now we need to synchronize the clips in several different locations. For this, I would recommend one of those aforementioned third-party applications like Plural Eyes. This is going to make this job really, really easy for you.